Hello and welcome back to the Guns and Glory show. Wanted to show you all how to take the headliner out of an Avalanche. We got to take the midgate glass out and fold the seats down and start taking these trim panels off to run the wires. I don't have the bolt to get the seat belt out, so we can't get them all the way out, unfortunately. But we'll do pretty well. Scoot the seat a little farther forward so that'll lay down. That one's broken. I think there's a 3D printed one online somewhere. That's how you get the midgate down. I had gotten that one loose a few minutes earlier. Lost the tab. Okay, apparently they want me to take this down too. Give me a minute. I had to move the seat. There. All right. Now, those twos. Oh, this thing apart a couple of times. Turn that knob and it lets this thing go forward. Now I ought to be able to get the trim out. I do like this midgate thing. You really should do this more often. Get stuck behind that latch pretty good. Slide it out of the way because I can't get the seat belt out. Should be able to start getting wires up and down through the truck this way. That one decided to come out without much of a fight. It's always nice. A little catch down there for the seat belt. Try to keep it off the body. There. And this thing just pops down. It's old, I don't want to crack it. There. I've yet to see a video on YouTube showing how to do that. Now this thing, hopefully I can keep it in the view. Pull it out from the driver's side, pull it down, there's a tab, and then it slides over. And then you just unplug it. Alright, if you got a DVD player, this thing here is a door. And it's a little bit of a bust budget to get it out of there. There's a pair of 10mm up there. There's supposed to be a Phillips screw there. And here to hold it, but I didn't put them back. But there's those other two 10mm that hold it up. Let me go find that and we'll get this out of the truck. Okay, I found it. That's where I put it. See, in instrument, everything has its place, and there's a place for everything. Kind of like Mary Poppins up there. But it ain't so much that way over here. Very limited resources, really not a good work environment. There's junk everywhere. Most everything's made out of junk, but I get by. Yeah, well, when this thing comes down, it's supposed to be on a little hanger to keep it from just jerking the wires out. I ain't got much use for movies. Life is too short for all that stuff, but I kind of wonder if this thing works. I should find out. So we're going to show you how to take this thing apart. I don't know how much putting together we're going to do because I don't want to like double the length of the video. But we'll get it there. I had to take this thing out once already, and with wiring the backup camera and the dash camera, all the lights and the radio at the same time, boy, I got a lot of irons in the fire. And I'm thinking most of this stuff's gonna have to go overhead here. I've got, where are we stuck? I didn't do this to me the last time. Be nice. Out. It's holding it. Oh, just gotta pull it. Okay. The rubber thing. And there we have the safety holder. I'll just unplug it here and lift it out. Now that that's out, you got these two to get rid of, but don't take those out of there until after you take out the B pillars and the handles. It'll help keep the headliner out of your way. I don't have the right tool, but I made one out of a fork. This'll do. We'll show it to you in a few minutes. We need to get that out. Just slide a little butter knife behind it or something similar, and then pull them forward. I want to do that before I take the B pillars out, so I can get the headliner off. Once you get these things popped out, usually it'll stay in there. Then you can pull them. Oh, the pliers would like to grab that. There it went. And then you can pull them. They'll come right out. There are no nuts and bolts or anything in there. I think there ought to be. As it turns out, this is a hard area to set up the camera and a tripod and get this to all fit. We'll do our best. Slide that seat forward and gently pop this forward, gently and firmly, after you've taken out the two skid plates. Remove the two grab bars. These are 10 millimeter. And you can take off the sun visors next. And then that front center console that's on the ceiling and the A-pillars at that point. Those two plastic things. And the headliner can come out the back glass that way. we go. Look at the other side. There's one screw right in there. Just took it out, and then there's 2 clips, one on each side, and this thing will pop down like that. And there's a couple of plugs. I took one of them out because I don't like the truck having a microphone, so that's been going for a while. And finally the sun visor comes out. There's 1 screw here and 3 here, and they're Torx. And I got to do that by hand. Well, we got us this little Allen wrench thing. It'll take me 15 minutes, so that's how you get that out of there. And don't forget that annoying little plug on the back of the sun visor. There's a little notch on that thing. You got to lift this plastic thing up and pop it out. General Motors they're just notorious for making these annoying electrical connectors. After you get the sun visors out, oh, they're still there. Grab the A-pillar trim piece and pop it that way, and it'll come out. There's a couple little tabs in the bottom. I don't need to unplug that speaker or anything, and try not to mess that up. These are like $15 used. That one over there is shot. Just lay it off to the side. Once you get this off, headliner can come up. And on the driver's side, behind the visor, they left you a little surprise. So get your Torx wrench up, and there's a screw. Pull it out. At this point, the headliner is ready to come out, except for the 2 plastic buttons, that one over there and this one here. And we can slide it out and set it on the cover on the back of this thing. Take your trim tool and carefully and gently get up behind that thing in the center of it and pull it straight down and out. Do that for both sides. That's my little tool, and then that knob. Stick it under there like that so it gets hold of it and pop it up. Once you get it to drop down, set it on top of the headrests and gather the wire that's on top of it. Gently make sure it doesn't catch on anything. Pull it forward, get it out of the way. These things are kind of fragile. This is the little trim piece that goes between the mirror and the headliner. It'll usually fall out on you. Just click it in there and then push it up. Let it rest on that steel.